Southampton Cenotaph, located in Watts Park, also known as West Park, is a Grade 1 listed building designed by the English architect Sir Edwin Lutyens. 2020 marks 100 years since its dedication. The memorial was the first of 44 of Lutyens' national collection of First World War Grade 1 listed buildings. Being a major port, Southampton was heavily involved in the British war effort from the outset. It became the main embarkation point for troops crossing the Channel to France and the main receiving point for wounded personnel being evacuated back to Britain. Over the course of the war, 8 million soldiers passed through Southampton on their way to the front. As elsewhere, many men from the town quickly volunteered for military service after Britain declared war on Germany. As soon as World War I hostilities ceased in November 1918, the widespread desire for a memorial in Southampton became apparent. The then Mayor, Sidney Kimber, was duly elected chairman of a large and representative War Memorial Committee and a smaller advisory subcommittee. A member of the latter committee, local architect Alfred Guttridge, suggested that Sir Edwin Lutyens should be consulted on the designs, and following an initial letter from Sidney Kimber, Lutyens visited Southampton in January 1919. Following this visit, Lutyens sent several preliminary sketches to Sidney Kimber, who was forced to reject his initial proposal, which was a pair of ornate archways either side of the entrance, because it would be too expensive to construct. Lutyens' next design, however, met with universal approval, and following minor modifications to bring the construction cost down to £8,500, it is this monument that stands in Watts Park. Cenotaph means empty tomb, and ours in Southampton is a tapering, multi-tiered pylon which features a fallen soldier at the top with a helmet at his feet. The Southampton Cenotaph contains multiple sculptural detail, including a prominent cross, the town's coat of arms, and 2 lions. The names of those who lost their lives are on 3 sides. During the design process in July 1919, Lutyens was also asked to hastily put forward designs for the Peace Day celebrations in London. Lutyens took Southampton's design, removed the warrior at the top, remodelled the apex, and with some slight alterations to the measurements, submitted it to the Prime Minister in the time given. It was quickly erected in a temporary form on Whitehall, and later removed and permanently rebuilt in Portland stone, similar to ours. Southampton's memorial was therefore the original of the nation's famous cenotaph. The Southampton Cenotaph was unveiled at a public ceremony on the 6th of November 1920. The cenotaph is a sombre reminder of the fatalities that local people had suffered in the First World War, especially those lost on foreign soil. So the cenotaph provided a tangible place of mourning for those whose husbands, sons, brothers, friends, relations had died without a known grave. By the beginning of the 21st century, the engravings on the memorial had deteriorated noticeably. Rather than recut them and damage the stonework, they were supplemented by a series of glass panels which bear all the names from the cenotaph as well as names from the Second World War and later conflicts. For the purposes of collating names to be commemorated on the memorial wall, the condition for inclusion was established as all armed service personnel from the borough of Southampton killed in action. The glass panels were unveiled in 2011 and continue to be added to as new evidence is uncovered, and 11 new names have been added in 2020. Over the years, the cenotaph has been the main meeting point for both the armed forces community and residents of the city to show their respect to all those who have actually fallen in battle. We hope that the cenotaph will remain in the city standing tall for the next 100 years to remember those who've lost their lives in conflicts. We will remember them,